Dear students, in this class we'll learn how to solve numerical problems related to transient heat conduction with the use of transient temperature charts or Heisler charts. The first example, a 5 centimeter thick iron plate K is equal to 60 watt per meter degree Celsius, Cp is equal to 460 joule per kg degree Celsius, rho is equal to 7850 kg per meter cube, and alpha is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 5 meter square per second, is initially at Ti is equal to 225 degree Celsius. Suddenly both the surfaces are exposed to an ambient of T infinity is equal to 25 degree Celsius with a convective heat transfer coefficient of 500 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Calculate the centerline temperature at T is equal to 2 minutes after the start of cooling. Calculate the temperature at a depth of 1 centimeter from the surface at T is equal to 2 minutes after the start of cooling. Calculate the energy removed from the plate per square meter during this time. It's a problem on a slab or a plate. Thickness 2L is equal to 5 centimeter expressed in meters, that is 0.05 meter. So L is 0.025 meter. Properties are listed out. Initial temperature is 225 degree Celsius. Ambient fluid temperature is 25 degree Celsius. Time 2 minutes or 120 seconds. As a first step, we'll have to calculate the center line temperature for the iron plate. And then the second question is to find the temperature at a depth of 1 centimeter from the surface at time T is equal to 2 minutes. And lastly, we'll have to find out energy removed from the plate per square meter during this time. This problem can be solved only using transient temperature charts because it is given the centerline temperatures and also in total energy removed and also the temperature at a depth of 1 centimeter. But if you want to check whether Biot number is less than 0.1 so that it can be lumped system analysis can also be used, you can do that step, but it is not recommended in this kind of problems. We can directly take the method of charts. Biot number for a plate or a slab is HL by K. Remember L to be directly taken as semi thickness. So Biot number is 0.21. From this also you can make sure that this lumped system analysis is not applicable to this kind of problem. You can have this 1 by Biot number calculated so that it is used later. Fourier number is alpha T divided by L square, where alpha is given directly, T also given, L is calculated. So Fourier number is 3.1. So now the first step is to calculate the centerline temperature. We have 1 by Biot number, that is 4.8, and Fourier number 3.1. We'll have to use the chart that gives mid plane temperature for infinite plate of thickness 2L. So we'll use this 1 by Biot number 4.8 and Fourier number 3.1 and obtain the corresponding value of theta naught divided by theta I, that is T naught minus T infinity divided by Ti minus T infinity from the y coordinate of the chart, that is equal to 0.58. Remember, you have to refer to the same chart for the plate, that is mid plane temperature for infinite plate of thickness 2L. Once you get this center temperature, dimensionless one, then you can use the simplified expression for T naught from the same. T naught now is equal to T infinity plus Ti minus T infinity into 0.58 for this case of problem. We can obtain the center line temperature as 141 degree Celsius. So the first step is to find out the center line temperature. It is now found out as 141 degree Celsius. The next point, the question is temperature at a depth of 1 centimeter from the surface. That is x to be measured from the center line. From the center line till the surface, the distance is L because it is a semi thickness. But this x in the dimensionless coordinate is measured from the center line. Because of that, x will be equal to the length minus the distance from the surface considered where the temperature is to be measured. It is given that 1 centimeter from the surface is to be considered. So x is equal to 0.025 minus 0.01. Because of that, we get x by L as 0.6. So now we use the chart, the second chart for in case of infinite plates, that is mid plane temperature, the temperature as a function of mid plane temperature for infinite plate of thickness 2L. So in this case we need 1 by Biot number and Ax by L, that is the dimensionless coordinate. We have the values, and for those two values we can get theta is equal to theta by theta naught is equal to T minus T infinity divided by T naught minus T infinity, which is closely equal to 0.95. Once you find out known values for T naught, just now calculated 141 degree Celsius, and T infinity is 225 degree Celsius, and from that you can find out the value of temperature at a depth of 1 centimeter from the surface, that is equal to 135.2 degree Celsius. So the next term to be calculated is energy removed from the plate, or the heat loss. We'll have to use the third chart from the list there for infinite plates, that is the dimensionless heat loss Q by Q naught for infinite plate of thickness 2L with time. So using the data, that is Biot number 0.21 and Biot number square multiplied by Fourier number is equal to 0.135, we can get the dimensionless heat loss Q by Q naught is equal to 0.45. We have Q naught for a slab rho C 2L into A multiplied by Ti minus T infinity. In this problem, A is to be considered as a unit square meter. You can either take Q naught by A separately, otherwise you can use A is equal to 1 in this equation, wherein you get Q naught equal to 35.33 into 10 power 6 joules, and we use the dimensionless heat loss Q by Q naught is equal to 0.45 and find out the actual value of heat loss from the plate during this time as 15.9 into 10 power 6 joules. The next problem is on a sphere. We have considered similar properties for the sake of brevity. Almost all the geometrical parameters, thermal properties are similar, the temperature conditions. But here we have considered a sphere wherein the diameter is specified as 5 centimeter. In the previous problem, the thickness was taken as 5 centimeter for that of a slab, but here the diameter is 5 centimeter, and everything else looks the same. K, Cp value, rho, alpha, T naught, Ti, Ti and T infinity. In this case, Biot number for sphere or cylinder is h r naught by k. R naught is the radius, outer radius of the sphere. Since the diameter is 5 centimeter, radius is 2.5 centimeter or 0.025 meters. Biot number will get 0.21 for this, because h, r naught value and k are same as the previous problem. And since time is given as 2 minutes, it is the Fourier number is also the same, that is 3.1. Now to find out center temperature using the transient temperature chart for center temperature for a sphere of radius r naught, using 1 by Biot number as equal to 4.8 and Fourier number 3.1, we get theta naught by theta I is equal to 0.18, that is T naught minus T infinity is divided by Ti is minus T infinity is equal to 0.18. So we can get the value of T naught, that is 61 degree Celsius. Once you find out the center temperature, you can get the temperature at the depth of 1 centimeter from the surface. So you have to find out the dimensionless number. R is the radius from the center, but 1 centimeter is given from the surface. So r naught minus 1 centimeter should give you r. So r by r naught is equal to 0.6 for this case, and using this data, r by r naught is equal to 0.6 and 1 by Biot number is equal to 4.8. We can get theta by theta naught, which is equal to T minus T infinity divided by T naught minus T infinity equal to 0.95, from which you can find out the value of temperature at a depth of 1 centimeter from the surface equal to 659.2 degree Celsius. So if a sphere is losing heat, definitely the temperature at a depth from the surface or any given radius r should always be less than the center temperature. Now 61 degree Celsius is the center temperature, and at a radius of 1.5 centimeter, now the temperature is 59.2 degree Celsius. To find out the energy removed or heat loss from the plate by using the dimensionless heat loss chart for sphere of radius r naught, by using Biot number 0.21 and Biot number square multiplied by Fourier number is equal to 0.137, we can get Q by Q naught is equal to 0.8. But for a sphere, Q naught is equal to rho C into volume into temperature difference. Volume is 4 by 3 pi r naught cube. So using that, we can get Q naught equal to 47.268 into 10 power 3 joules, and from the ratio we can get Q is equal to 37.814 into 10 power 3 joules. And it can be observed that for similar dimensions and geometrical properties and thermal conditions, the sphere is losing heat quickly. I can compare that center temperature for slab for similar conditions 141 degree Celsius, whereas for this sphere it is 61 degree Celsius. So after time t is equal to 2 minutes, the center temperature of the sphere is 61 degree Celsius, whereas the same for slab was 141 degree Celsius. that can also be checked by the last term, that is Q by Q naught, is equal to 0.8 for sphere, whereas it was 0.45 for the slab. Problem on long cylindrical bar. A long cylindrical bar K is equal to 17.5 watt per meter degree Celsius, alpha is equal to 0.0185 meter square per hour, of radius 75 millimeter, comes out of oven at 815 degree Celsius throughout, and is cooled by quenching it in a large bath of 38 degree Celsius coolant. The surface heat transfer coefficient is 175 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Estimate, first one, the time taken by the center of the shaft to reach a temperature of 116 degree Celsius. Second one, the surface temperature of the shaft when its center temperature is 116 degree Celsius, and the temperature gradient at the outside surface at the same instant of time. To list out the data, R naught is given directly, the radius of long cylindrical bar 0.075, and the properties are listed. Alpha is given in meter square per hour, you have to use it in SI unit, that is meter square per second. In this question, initial temperature of the long cylindrical bar and ambient fluid temperature 38 degree Celsius, and also it is given that after certain time the center temperature reached is 116 degree Celsius, and we have to find out what is the time taken to reach the temperature. So first we shall calculate the Biot number and Fourier number. Biot number is 0.752. We use R naught as characteristic dimension here directly, because of which 1 by Biot number is 1.33. And from the charts, before we use the charts, since T naught, that is center temperature of the sphere, is given as 116, we can find out what is the dimensionless temperature, theta naught divided by theta I. So substituting the values of Ti, T naught and T infinity, we can get it as 0.1. Once you find out 1 by Biot number and theta naught divided by theta I, we can find out the time taken by using the transient temperature chart for center temperature for an infinite, or for a sphere of radius, for an infinite cylinder of radius R naught. We have Fourier number from the chart as 1.92 for 1 by Bi and theta naught divided by theta I calculated. We can get this Fourier number 1.92. From the definition, Fourier number is alpha t divided by R naught square. Since alpha is given directly and even R naught is given, we can find out the value of time taken, that is equal to 2102 seconds. This is the time taken to reach center temperature of 116 degree Celsius. Now, having calculated the time taken, and also given T naught is equal to 116 degree Celsius, the next step is to find out the surface temperature of the shaft or the long cylindrical bar when its the center temperature is 0116 degree Celsius. So for this case, we should use R is equal to R naught. The outer, since the surface temperature is to be found out, the radius at the surface is equal to the outer surface radius only, that is R is equal to R naught. So R by R naught will be equal to 1. From the chart, that is temperature as function of center temperature for an infinite cylinder of radius R naught, by using 1 by Biot number and R by R naught is equal to 1, we can get theta divided by theta naught is equal to 0.7. Since this theta by theta naught is equal to T minus T infinity divided by T naught minus T infinity, we can get the value of T, that is 92.6 degree Celsius. But for the third question, that is the temperature gradient at the outside surface, at the same instant of time, we need to look at this heat balance, that is the rate of heat conduction to the fluid solid interface. The next film is equal to the rate of heat convection into the fluid. There is a thin film of fluid which is adjacent to the solid surface, and there will be heat conduction from the solid to that fluid film, and that rate of heat conduction should be equal to the rate of heat convection into the fluid. So by writing the equation for these two, K is equal into 2 pi RL into theta t dou t divided by dou r, that is left hand side is the rate of heat conduction from the in the radial direction, because it is dou t divided by dr. So the surface area is to be considered because it is in the radial direction, is equal to h into a, that is 2 pi r naught into a, because that is the surface, it's the surface losing the heat or getting the heat. In this case it is losing the heat, and multiplied by surface temperature minus T infinity. Surface temperature is just now found out as 98.6. T infinity is given in the problem as 38 degrees Celsius. But this equation itself is further reduced because the area 2 pi r naught is the same in both the LHS and RHS. We get dou T divided by dou R, which is the temperature gradient at that surface, is equal to H by K into Ts minus T infinity. So since we know the value of H, K, Ts and T infinity, we can get the temperature gradient at the surface as 546 degrees Celsius per meter. To solve these problems, we need a data handbook, and all these charts are provided along with this lecture video in the form of a PDF file. Please do refer to the charts along with your notes, or if you don't have the data handbook, you can use these charts for solving more number of problems. Thank you.